final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans' offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be. The ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Penn State's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Wildcat look didn't get much. Pick up a few on that one. Guys, let's think big picture for for a minute and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
There he goes. The 10 and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Welch. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on second down. In the backfield, it's Collier. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Banks to grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, still looking. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Deep, looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense might bring the house here. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. to the air. It's Washington. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Caught on the outside, it's Townsend. He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the first down.
Right there, I think.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big.
Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
To throw, it's Washington. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Penn State, 28. Michigan State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Spartans! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Townsend. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards in his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate first downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Smarty. Fired in from the red zone for the score. All tied up, coming down the stretch. This is the setup where lifetime memories are made.
And Reese, both of these coaches and these coaching staffs knew that this game was going to come down to this. They kept talking about this being a 60-minute game. They were going to have to play through the very, very last whistle. Let's see which of these two teams now wants it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Townsend. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of